Okay, so Black Clover has just revealed the Yojutsu of the Ryuzen. We finally get to see them in action. I've been waiting for this. I'd also like to add that the Black Clover movie just recently got another trailer and it is looking fire. Apparently it's going to be canon too as well. It's going to be showing us a few of the previous Wizard Kings. So yeah, we'll be able to see them in action. That's going to be nice. It's coming out in March of 2023. So yeah, as Black Clover fans, we're going to be eating real good. But with that being said, go ahead and use all the mana you have on that like button, please. But without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, this chapter starts off with a faraway view of the five-headed dragon. As we see here, the citizens are evacuated and they're on a separate island, but we can still see them towering over those mountains over there. But we cut back to the fight here in the line of the sun, and Kezakaku and Lily are still going at it. She almost gets caught in Lily's spatial magic. Luckily, Ichika uses her Yojutsu to pull her out the way. She kind of got carried away when she got all bloodlusted. Oops. Lily's impressed with Ichika's magic as she points out that they shouldn't be focused on her because the dragons are out. As we see one here straight bulldozing through the buildings, and then I think Kezakaku tries to take a stab at it here, but I'm assuming the skin's too tough. It shows like a mark there, but it doesn't look like it got injured at all. And I think it just opens its mouth and sends out a beam or something, or some type of blast. And the blast itself looks like it would have taken out that entire city right there. As you can see the kind of spherical shape there, just straight dwarfing the capital. Damn! Yeah, luckily that thing missed. And then Lily's over here laughing, talking about if they don't do something, then they're gonna destroy the place. So we get a little flashback here when Ryu was warning them about the invasion. He's talking about how the war was about to break out and the enemy was gonna attack. And of course, with his clairvoyance, he was able to know that there were Lucius's subordinates. So he knows that Lily uses water and spatial Yojutsu, and it seems that one of them uses ice, and then the other one that summoned the five-headed dragon, he uses the Yojutsu that controls magical beasts. So that thing that they broke in the previous chapters, at first I didn't know what that was. I don't know why I didn't catch that, but that was a seal for the five-headed dragon. They broke that and then summoned the dragon. They were going to just go ahead and take him head on, but Ryu had a better plan to evacuate the citizens first, because if all of them had rushed in, then they would all be vulnerable. And of course, with Ryu believing in them, that gave him the courage enough to stand up to that big, huge, towering beast.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
And they say that's exactly why we'll win. And Kezakaku over here gets eaten by one of the dragon heads, but she just busts out with ease as she uses her Yojutsu. So she uses Snow Yojutsu, Bloodstained Silver Fox. Now that's interesting. It doesn't seem as though we see much of like ice or snow magic users, so it is nice to see somebody with those type of abilities, especially one that's strong enough to be part of the Ryuzen. And yeah, that is impressive because he just casually slices straight out of the head of that dragon. But she was also using zenon along with her Yojutsu, so yeah, that's got to be some explosive power right there.
Explosions!
I'm able to see Daizamon here in action too. He uses Earth Yojutsu, which is really fitting, honestly. He uses Wisdom King Buddhist Priest as he turns into this gargantuan titan that's even bigger than the dragons. Now that is crazy. And he's of course also using zenon with it, and he just straight blows its head off. Now it would be interesting if he was to be the wielder of the Earth Spirit. Now I can imagine that being crazy. Having Earth Yojutsu, the Earth Spirit, and zenon. Now that would be crazy.
Built different.
And here we see Jozu and Komari in action as well. Jozu having Wind Yojutsu, uses a Gale Rakshasa Blade, slicing one of them dragon heads into smithereens. And Komari here using her Lightning Yojutsu, Vajra Yakshihime, Fivefold Dance. And they're both using zenon as well. I can't help but be reminded of Luck when she uses her abilities, the way it's so fast and explosive. What was interesting here is you can kind of see that she made some lightning daggers. She's bolting across and just stabbing and slicing away at the dragon. And last but not least, Ichika here whips out her Yojutsu, Dark Yojutsu Black Crescent Moon. Looks like she just conjured up some type of black hole that's just vaporizing the thing. Yeah, it looks like with all those abilities just combined, they just took out the dragon like that. And it's, yeah, it seems like it's over.
Sensational.
And Lily is just in shock. She's like, wow, incredible. These are the country's most powerful mages. As Ichika says here, Ryuuya-sama believes in us, and so we'll never give in.
The power of friendship.
Yeah, I do gotta say, like, that was really impressive. Considering the destructive capability of those dragons, for them to just seemingly one-shot them away with their Yojutsu and zenon, yeah, that shows that they did not come to play at all.
Today I got time, cuz.
Now with those dragon heads out of the way, I am interested to see how they're gonna match up against Lily and her allies and see just how strong they become with their new platinum enhancements. Definitely something I'm looking forward to, and I'm assuming it's going to be quite the explosive fight as well. Alright, well, seeing those abilities as well as their zeton in full effect was quite the display, and that just has me more intrigued in what asta would become when he masters zeton as well, because we already seen the destructive capability of his attacks just using anti-magic, and you know, if he stacks zeton on top of that, who knows how much more he'll improve. Well, if you made it this far, I appreciate you sticking around. If you could use your zeton on that like button, I greatly appreciate that. Consider subscribing as well. You'll enjoy it here, I promise. Well, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching.